welcome to Chug and Chow. I have to take a moment, Chug and Chow, a moment to pat myself on the back a little bit because I stand by the fact that that is one of the greatest titles for a book. You want people to know what the book is about when you create the title, and Chug and Chow, if that doesn't say it all, I don't know what does. I'm Todd Newton. Glad you're here. This is the accompanying podcast where your passport is your appetite and the road leads straight to America's most unforgettable eats and sips. Each episode, we dive fork first into the quirky, the legendary, the downright delicious watering holes and eateries that give each town its unique taste. From neon-lit taverns pouring local brews to family-run diners serving recipes passed down for generations, we're here to share the stories, the characters, and the flavors you won't find in any tourist website. So buckle up, loosen your belt, and get ready to chug, chow, and discover what could be your next favorite pizza joint. Angelonis Pizzeria and Restaurant in Caldwell, New Jersey, home of the Thinny-Thin pizza. There's just something about thin crust pizza. The crispy bite, the smaller, easy-to-eat pieces cut into squares rather than the traditional triangle slices, and that remarkable crunch. Whatever it is, few restaurants deliver this paper-thin perfection better than Angelonis in Caldwell, New Jersey. The crust is always well done, with the cheese spread to the edges, creating that irresistible caramelized perimeter that's been drawing crowds since 2012, and for good reason. Located 22 miles outside of New York City, this family-owned and operated establishment isn't just about its highly praised pizza. The impressive menu is loaded with Italian favorites such as rich linguine with clam sauce, creamy tortellini Alfredo, classic baked ziti, and traditional spaghetti and meatballs. If you want a pro tip, ask for number 13 on the menu, the Tommy Boy steak sandwich. It is a sight to behold. The Thinny-Thin pizza will always be the signature standout at Angelonis. The pie has been described as, quote, thin as a whisper. And whether you choose the Zingata, Gina Marie, or the Margarita, you will be experiencing the gold standard of the bar pie scene. But what makes a visit to Angelonis memorable is not only the robust flavor of the sauce or the crispiness of the crust. No. It's the owners, Nick and Irma. They are the heart and soul of the place, and they make every customer who walks through the front door feel like family. Maybe it's the checkered tablecloths, the array of framed photos on the walls, the hearty portions, or the perfect blend of all of the above. There's an old school feel to Angelonis Restaurant and Pizzeria that provides a much appreciated sense of home while you're out there on the road. Owner Nick Conforti joins us now on Chug and Chow from the always hectic kitchen there at Angelonis. And Nick, let's get right to it, my friend. That Thinny-Thin pizza is something special. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so basically what we do is we make it as thin as you possibly could, and as crispy as you possibly could with our dough ingredients, our sauce recipe. We have a recipe to our sauce, and we have a blend of like different style cheeses that we mix together from Italy. And the sauce is very, as I used the word robust earlier. Is that a homemade recipe, a family recipe? It is. It is. It's a cooked sauce. It's not a raw sauce like a lot of restaurants do. So yeah, it's like it's almost like a tomato sauce or whatever. We cook for hours and hours until it reduces. We let it reduce like 40%. Hey, can somebody pull that out of the oven over there, guys? and by waiting until the sauce reduces, you mean until it thickens, essentially, right? Enhancing all the flavors. Yeah. And then we take the cheese and I think I'm the first person that ever did this, and this is what makes the Thinny-Thin. Because when we were kids, my mother used to make pizzas in like a cookie cutter sheet, and she would just take the cheese it squishes to the edge of the pan. They get that crispy caramelized crust.
Yes.
That almost builds a bridge. And honestly, I never even knew what a Detroit-style pie was or whatever. You know, all of a sudden people are like telling me, yeah, it's like kind of like a thin Detroit, which I don't even know. I don't know Detroit. I don't really know anything about that style of pizza or whatever. But yeah, we've been doing it for commercially since 2003. We've been doing the Thinny-Thin. It's basically my mother's recipe.
You know, Nick, today it seems like a lot of pizzerias, especially in New York and New Jersey, are in such a rush to get you your pie and get you back out the door. But at Angelonis there, it almost seems like an experience that your mom would craft herself. It's very homey, it's very genuine, very Italian, very authentic. Can you describe having dinner or having lunch there at the restaurant?
Well, it's very, very rustic inside. It has brick columns. And, it's honestly one of the oldest buildings in town, and that's what we like. We like the mom and pop style places. You're never going to see us in the strip mall. We're not strip mall people. You know, my family actually had one of the first pizzerias in New Jersey, and Sinatra used to go there. Jackie Gleason used to go there. And, but they were coal oven back in the day, and you really can't do that anymore. But we've been doing the style for over, honestly, since I'm 14 years old. And I'm 50 now, so we've been doing it for a while. I think the other thing is, too, you got to be really good to the customers and just give them what they want. Picture that you invited them over for dinner, and they're your guests.
Well, I can tell you from firsthand experience, Nick, that you make every one of us that come into the restaurant there on Brookside Avenue feel like Sinatra, man. We appreciate it. And thank you for taking time to talk to us.
All righty. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
GetAngelonis.com is the website for Angelonis Restaurant and Pizzeria, Caldwell, New Jersey. And that'll wrap things up for today's flavor-packed episode of Chug Chow. I want to thank you for riding shotgun with me as we explored another unforgettable stop on our cross-country culinary road trip. If you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a bite or a brew. And if you're hungry for more, be sure to order a copy of my book, Chug Chow, The Tattooed Traveler's 50 Favorite Dive Bars and Food Joints Across America, available on Amazon or at chugandchow.com. Not only will you find even more mouthwatering stories and travel tips, but a portion of every purchase supports local food banks across the country. Until next time, I'm Todd Newton. Keep your taste buds curious and your travel plans delicious.
Chug Chow is produced by the host with the most LLC. All rights reserved.